free accommodation, free transport, once a year free air tickets, free health insurance, no English requirement, and tax-free salary. These are some of the benefits you get when you work as a nurse or a midwife in the United Arab Emirates. It's so difficult securing a job as a nurse or midwife in Europe and America currently. I would advise you to try the United Arab Emirates. I've made a lot of inquiries with the Dubai Health Authority over the past week about how nurses and midwives in overseas countries can currently register with them and migrate to the UAE to work in the health sector. That is the purpose of today's video. I'm going to explain to you everything you need to know if you want to migrate from your home country to the United Arab Emirates to work as a nurse or a midwife. The requirements, how you can register with the various health authorities, and how you can search for jobs in UAE. My name is MORDECAI, it's Nature and Lifestyle. Thank you very much for coming to watch today's video. Kindly subscribe, kindly like this video and share this video as well. If you are new here, thank you very much for coming to watch. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you very much for always watching my videos. Let's look at the requirement for nurses and midwives who want to migrate to the United Arab Emirates to work there. The first one is your nursing registration certificate. You registered with the NMC in your home country, so that registration certificate is needed. You also need your nursing qualification certificate. And in regards to the qualification, you are required to at least get a BSc in nursing, okay, bachelor's degree in nursing. If you have diploma in nursing, you can register with a nurse assistant. But if you want to work as a registered nurse or a registered midwife, then you need a BSc in nursing or BSc in midwifery. If you have diploma, you can work as a nurse assistant in the United Arab Emirates. You also need a passport size photograph, okay, a passport size photograph, and that is only one. You also need your valid traveling passport with at least 6 months before it expires. This is very, very important. You also need your nursing transcript, basic life support certificate. That is, you have to do a course in basic life support. This is so easy to do, okay? Just search around you, whichever country that you are, do a short course in basic life support, and the certificate that they give you, use it as part of your registration. Then you need your employment letter. Now this employment letter is not compulsory with all the local authorities. There are some local authorities that will not ask for any employment letter, okay? But just get your employment letter from your HR in the hospital that you work with and keep it just in case they require it. Then you also need a certificate of good standing. You get this certificate from the NMC you are registered with in your home country. You just request it, they will issue that certificate to you. And lastly, you need 2 references from your place of work. So you gather all these requirements. This is the first stage of the whole process. You gather all your requirements. Now that we have all our requirements together, let's look at how to do the registration. The United Arab Emirates is made up of 7 emirates coming together to form it. Okay, there are 7 emirates that come together to form the United Arab Emirates. Some of these individual emirates have their local healthcare authorities. For example, if you want to work as a nurse or a midwife in Dubai, you have to register with the Dubai Healthcare Authority. If you want to work in Abu Dhabi, you have to register with the Department of Health in Abu Dhabi. If you want to work in other parts of the UAE, then you have to register with the Ministry of Health in UAE, okay? So depending on the part of the UAE you want to work with, there are some specific healthcare authorities that you have to do your registration with them, okay? Now, with regards to the registration, for the purpose of today's video, I will use the Dubai Health Authority as an example. Okay, Dubai Health Authority as an example. I'll leave the link to the Dubai Health Authority in this video's description, so you can click on it and register with them. And I'll leave the link to the other health authorities registration in this video description as well. Let's head straight on to the Dubai Health Authority's website. Okay, so this is the Dubai Health Authority website. This is the Dubai Health Authority website, and this is the specific part of the website where we do our nursing registration. So here it shows that there are 3 main steps with the registration. The first one is the self-assessment tool. Then you get registered. Okay, that's initial registration. Schedule oral assessment. This oral assessment is not for all professionals. It's for some other people. Okay. Then the last part is you activate your professional license. So let's start with the self-assessment tool here. And with the self-assessment tool, we just go straight into it. It is the first part of the process. You have to do this to show that you are really eligible, okay, to work as a nurse or a midwife or a health assistant in the United Arab Emirates. So the first one, the category we are applying for is nurse. I'm applying as a nurse, and under that I'm applying as a registered nurse. Okay, so nurse, then registered nurse. Let me bring it up here. Then they've asked nationality. I'm a Ghanaian, so chose Ghana. Another one is which country did I get my registration from or my education from, okay, which is also Ghana. And they ask which institution did I get degree. So example, okay, I'm going to put University of Ghana. Okay, University of Ghana here. Then which basic nursing or midwifery degree do I hold? So Bachelor of nursing or equivalent. Now, when did I start? When did I complete? So guys, this is just an example I'm making. Okay, so let me say I started 2010, and so February 4th 2010, and I completed 3 years later, or no, 4 years later. Okay, so that is, let me select let me use select 2014, okay, for an example. So 4th January 2014 is when I completed. So I go on. Then, did you have your basic life support? Do you have your basic life support certificate? Yes, I have it. And do you have any related professional experience completing? Yes. This means that have you practiced nursing and midwifery since you completed school? So I'm going to give an example again. So let's say February 5th 2017 to currently. Okay, this is just an example I'm making, guys. You say which country did you get your experience from? And let me select Ghana. And we move on. Do you want to add another experience? No, I don't want to add another experience. So this is the information we've put together here, okay? And let's get a result whether I am eligible or not. It says you are eligible to become registered healthcare professional as a registered nurse. So after your self-assessment tool, you register for a new account, okay? And the same website. Then after you put in your particulars, you just click here, register, then it takes you to the next part of the process. Now, as part of this process, what you do is you do what we call data flow. Now, data flow is a verification process, okay? You submit some document to them, then Dataflow, what they do is they verify all your documents, okay, your academic document, your nursing document. They see that if it is correct and if it also corresponds to what the DHA are looking for. So you do your self-assessment, you register with the DHA online, then you submit some documents, then you do your Dataflow registration. Okay, all the links, Dataflow is a different website, but all the links are within the DHA website. So after Dataflow, when the Dataflow have verified you and have evaluated all the documents that you gave to them, you then move to the next process, which is your nursing examination. Now that we are done with the initial registration and Dataflow, let's look at the prometric exams or the Dubai Health Authority exams, because this is the next process. When you are done with initial registration and Dataflow, you do your examination. Now this exams is a computer-based test, and I stand to be corrected, but I read that it is 150 multiple choice questions and you have 3 hours to do these exams. Okay, 150 multiple choice questions that you have 3 hours to do it. Now the test center, at first it was only in the UAE, but the good news is currently there are prometric test centers all over the world. Okay, so the country that you live in currently, just pick your phone and Google DHA exams test center or the prometric exams test center near me. Okay, and you see the place where they organize these exams in your home country. If this exams is organized in your home country, you just register with Prometric, and you can't register with Prometric directly. You have to go through the process through the DHA website to register with Prometric. When you register with them, you do the examination. After the examination, in a couple of days, you get your result. Okay, when you get your exams result and you pass, okay, the DHA will issue you a license and eligibility letter. Okay, the DHA, after you pass your Prometric exams, that's your computer-based test, they will give you a license and eligibility letter. Now with these two, you search for jobs. So this is the time where you have to search for job in the part of the UAE where you did your registration. Mind you, it is not the whole UAE that you are searching for job with. You are searching for job in that specific part of the UAE where you register with your local health authority. So for example, we are using Dubai now, so you search for your job in the Dubai Emirate. You can either search for jobs online whilst in your home country. You go onto some websites which I will show you, then you apply for the jobs either through agencies or you apply to the hospitals directly. You also have the option where you can travel to the UAE and apply for jobs yourselves directly. Okay, now traveling to UAE, you may either use a visitor's visa to the UAE or somebody in the UAE that you know can invite you, okay, can invite you and sponsor you for you to live there and search for jobs. So these are the 3 ways. Let's now look at some websites where you can apply for jobs in the United Arab Emirates. So the first one, as usual, is our Indeed. And Indeed here, you will see that this is a registered nurse job. Okay, so this is a registered nurse job in Dubai. And if you are searching for a job in Abu Dhabi, you can put Abu Dhabi on this side, or any other part of the UAE, you can put it on this side. Okay, and you see the job. So these are the jobs: registered nurse job, cat lag, okay, registered nurse Euroclinic, another registered nurse job in NICU. So these are a couple of jobs, okay, that you will find. Now we move on to another website, and this is Finis Hospital in Dubai. Okay, Finis Hospital, just get your CV. When you have your license and your eligibility letter, just send them an email. Okay, this is the email address. Just send them an email and they will get back to you if they are still recruiting. Then another one is Mediclinic in Middle East. Okay, Mediclinic Middle East. So Mediclinic, this is their website, and there are some jobs also available. I will leave the link to all these websites in this video description so you can check it for yourself. So these are some jobs which are available. Okay, registered nurse job, registered midwifery, stroke nurse, labor ward delivery. This is a registered nurse job, medical surgical ward, another registered nurse job, outpatient. Okay, so this is Mediclinic, Middle East. Okay, I'll leave the link to this website in this video's description. Then this is also another website where you can apply for Dubai job. This is American Hospital, so you are applying for the job directly. Okay, and this is the exact part of American Hospital website that are showing the jobs. And we have staff nurse jobs, dialysis, diabetic educator, staff nurse job, another staff nurse job, staff nurse pediatric ward. Okay, so it says join now, so you just click here, then you continue with the instruction, you apply, you submit your CV and all the particulars they are looking for. So this is the website for American Hospital, and I'll leave the link to this website also. Okay, this is also American Hospital. Here we've already looked at it. So these are a couple of websites where you can apply for jobs in United Arab Emirates, Dubai precise. After successfully securing your job, the care home or the hospital you are working for would have to activate your nursing license for you. After activating the license, you can work with them as a nurse or a midwife in the United Arab Emirates. Now, when you start working, another topic rises: salary. How much will you be paid at the end of the month? The amount you'll be paid at the end of the month depends on some factors. The first one is the kind of registration that you have. If you just have a registered nurse registration with them, your salary will be different from somebody who holds a specialty nursing registration. So let's say somebody who is a critical care nurse will receive a different salary as compared to someone who has a registered nurse registration. Okay, so that is one. The next one is your work experience. So some facilities, hospitals or care homes consider how long you've practiced as a nurse or a midwife in your home country to determine your salary. Then the passport that you hold or where you come from. And guys, this is a plain truth. Okay, in the UAE, if you are a nurse from Europe, America, or any other developed country, your salary is different from somebody who is a nurse from a developing or underdeveloped country. Okay, so depends on which part of the world you come from. But generally, registered nurses and specialist nurses will be receiving between $1,500 to $3,000. Okay, and sometimes it can even go higher than $3,000. But if you are working as a registered nurse in the United Arab Emirates, you are likely to receive a salary either equal or more than $1,500. Okay, so this is just by way of information. Thank you very much for watching today's video. If you need any clarification, if you don't understand anything, just ask me in this video comment section. Guys, thank you very much for coming to watch my video. Always kindly subscribe to this channel, like this channel, and share this video. My name is Mordecai. It's Nature and Lifestyle channel. See you another time with another interesting video.